Yeah. What is up, guys? It is your boy Ogteddy, also known as Jimmy. Now today, I'm going to be bringing you a story time that Jimmy got robbed.
Fuck, I swear that booty talking and it sounding like what he. Every time that we pop up, we gotta pull up in designer. We doing it just to remind us to never go back to the bottom. They started off hating on me.
So, for every like, I would give one lucky person one white t-shirt. Now we all knew we needed a t-shirt, so hit that like button for your boy Ogteddy, and let's get on with the story. So, Jimmy, it was about 6 o'clock on a dark night. Jimmy asked his friends, does anyone have any loud? Jimmy at this time, he loved to smoke the marijuana, the green goblin, the devil's weed, the devil's grass, I meant to say. But Jimmy loved getting cooking. He looked up to it. He felt his day could be better when he smokes a nice blunt. But the tables have turned for the worst. Jimmy was in trouble. The reason why Jimmy was in trouble is because he met with an old cat from out of town, one of his good boys. His good boys said, yo, let's get a O. So what happens is, Jimmy and his friends go look for someone that's selling an O. Now this is a hefty amount of weed, and Jimmy knows that things start to get a little tricky and weird if you're trying to buy over, I want to say a Q. Maybe with a Q you could get licked on. Now Jimmy didn't know. All Jimmy did, he loved to smoke. He had a good deal. His friend was throwing bread. They were all meeting half on an O. So they found a plug. We're gonna name the plug Tyler. Now good old Tyler was like, yeah, Jimmy, I got you. We'll give you an O. Jimmy was like, sweet, dude. I can get an O. So he gives him point A to point B. Tyler goes, Jimmy should have knew from the jump. It's a little fishy because Tyler goes, I can't meet in a public place. Let's meet at your house. So Jimmy and his boy, they're chilling at the house. Jimmy says the address to Tyler. So Tyler pulls up one of his boys. They have the O. Okay. Jimmy has the money. They were playing 2K, him and his boy. We're gonna name Jimmy's boy, John. Jimmy and John were playing 2K. Jimmy was busting that ass, shooting threes in the nigga's face, like Steph Curry from deep. At the time, this was when Steph Curry #BreakTheGame was out, when you could literally pull up at half court and get a green release with Steph Curry. It was around that time. So all you hear is a knock at the door. John goes, Jimmy! Ready to get cooking. Jimmy goes, yeah, man, yeah, let's do it. Now Tori opens it up. He goes and you see Tyler. Tyler's right there. Jimmy and John. Jimmy goes, come on, let's go to the back room. Going to one of the room there. You see playing 2K, had everything scattered out. So Jimmy wanted to know if this O was actual O. Just let me weigh it out. So he looks at the O. Now mind you, like I said, Tyler came with one of his boys, and Tyler's boy was named Tony. So Tyler and Tony, they were little odd cats. Jimmy and John knew not to expect anything with these guys. It was a little fishy, but they had the weed, and all they really cared about was smoking. So they had the weed on the bed. They had the money on the bed. When John turns his shoulder, Tyler quickly takes the weed. And also, his friend Tony pulled out the strap. At this moment, Jimmy and John, they were stuck. They did not know what to do. They were in a tight predicament. He didn't know what was going on. They were scared. He was really scared. All you hear is Tony And Tyler goes, don't fucking move. Give me the fucking weed. We're leaving. Simple as that. Get a lick. He literally told him, supposedly supposed to be catching a lick on, they want to catch a lick on John because they knew John. They knew Jimmy too, but they didn't like John. They're like, Jimmy, wrong place at the wrong time, my guy. Something out of a movie. Took the weed and bounced. But John tried to chase him. John ended up getting pistol whipped. Pistol whipped the shit out. John's on the ground. I'm like, oh shit. Oh shit. Jimmy did not know what to do. They ran out the door. Ran out the door, clean sight. There's nothing really they could do about it. When Jimmy and John got robbed, you can't do nothing about it. You really can't. It wasn't Jimmy's fault. It wasn't John's fault. It was the wrong place at the wrong time. They were fishy guys. What Jimmy learned about this was, supposedly, Tony and Tyler got robbed earlier. So they needed it back because they got fronted. But why would they rob poor Jimmy? Why would they rob poor Jimmy? It just doesn't make sense. The moral story was Jimmy and John got robbed when playing 2K. Poor innocent guys. So they saw him in the school the other day, the next day. Oh, were they not having it? They told him, yo man, why'd you do that? He's like, yo man, I'm sorry Jimmy. Wrong place at the wrong time. If you got any more problems, we can meet up and talk about it. Jimmy dropped it because Jimmy knew he had too much to lose. He didn't want to lose anything else. He was like, whatever man, that was fake. Poor Jimmy, poor John, they got robbed for O. The fucked up part was they didn't take the money, they took the O. So they took the O. They actually did take the money. Took a decent amount. Whatever O was worth, if you guys know. Yes. Moral of the story is, guys, don't trust random people. Because Jimmy's boy, in a way, set him up. Because Jimmy knew them, but didn't actually know them. John said that his friend knew them, and said they were valid. Turns out John's friend got parts on it, and they set him up. But yeah, guys, it's a sad story out here. Every like, let's donate $1 to Jimmy. Maybe he will have enough to get his O back. You already know what to do. It's been real. Your boy Ogteddy's out. And you guys have a OG day. Don't get robbed by anybody. It's fishy.